halfway mark in over, leading on 21 seats of the 40 leads of the 40, 21 leads on the 40 seats that are emerging where the ZPM is concerned. The big story there, Kaushik, once again, the sitting incumbent Chief Minister Zoramthanga from the MNF trailing right now. Clearly, there is anti-incumbency. It's a vote for anti-incumbency, and the ZPM sweeping the area right now, crossing the halfway mark. The Congress standing at 6 would have hoped to do better.
Yes, in fact, what I find interesting is that MNF, towards the end, it tried to appeal to the ethnic identity of the Mizos. If you see the Myanmar influx and what happened in Manipur, it was actually seen as a big boost for the Mizoram CM's, incumbent CM's popularity, because he tried to take a stand. He actually took a stand saying that all Mizos are welcome, which eventually backfired in the sense that there are too many refugees in the state, which created an economic crisis. But he tried very hard to appeal to that ethnic identity politics, and surprisingly it didn't work. And in a northeastern state, not working ethnic identity in politics is surprising, and it's actually a welcome development for the reason that if we go by the trend, the election was fought on the issues of development, change, unemployment, drug issues. So that's a very welcome change.
But Mizoram as a state, viewers, is very, very different than what you see, especially for a political reporter. When you go down and cover an election, you don't see the kind of high decibel campaigning that you see in the other states, even in certain states of the Northeast. Very, very distinct in that form. Hardly any posters, no rallies, no high decibel tempos going about, no doles beating, none of that. It's a very church-like setup, Kaushik, where, the campaigners, the candidates come, it's an open house, they address, the people. And what Kaushik was telling me, the most important of it all is the feast at the back of that.
Yes, if you see the Mizo society, I believe is the most disciplined society across India. If you look at the streets of Aizawl or Mizoram, you would see how they queue up, means there is no honking. So it's a very civil society in the truest form. And the same happens in election process also. You would not see that high decibel campaigning. You would see all the candidates across parties, they assemble at one particular point. They would put their views one after another. The people may question them. So it's a very disciplined, organized structure. And eventually in the evening, they will all have a feast together. There is no bad blood that way.
What's in the feast? If Rajdeep was there, he'd ask you details.
Typical Mizo feast. I would not call myself an expert on that, but primarily non-vegetarian.
All right, well, primarily non-vegetarian, but let's see who hosts the feast this evening, because right now it's poised to be ZPM, and these trends, viewers, will firm up. We'll once again emphasize smaller, tighter constituencies. The result will come in much quicker. The highest winning margin the last time around was less than 3,000. So you can well imagine the counting will be that much quicker and sharper. So trust these results to stay. There might be variations of a little in this, but this is practically what we'll be looking at where the state of Mizoram is concerned. And it's very clear. It's a sweep by the ARP-like setup in Mizoram, the ZPM there. The MNF decimated as of now, where leads are concerned. Zoramthanga, the sitting chief minister of Mizoram, trailing as I speak. We're going to